Hello and welcome to Smokestack Gaming. I'm your host Smokestack, and welcome to part 9 of my Subnautica hardcore playthrough. On our last episode, we got all the upgrades that we need for our Seamoth to go super deep, so now we're gonna hop in here and we're gonna head down to the Lost River, and we're gonna explore that area and then check out the Alien Disease Research Facility. So to get there, we're just going to head back down towards the Degassi base at 500 meters and then keep going past that into Lost River. So I'm going to speed this up a little bit and I will see you guys in just a minute. Alright, we're here in the Lost River now. So we're going to want to keep an eye out for any sulfur and nickel. We're going to need those for further upgrades. We'll just give the world a minute to kind of load in a little bit. But we're going to keep following this green brine river. Oh, and I see a couple pieces of sulfur down there. So we're going to want to grab those. But this brine does damage you quite a bit. It's acidic or something. So we're going to want to find exactly where those sulfur deposits were. Oh, there's one. So we're going to make this quick. Ooh. Wrong way. Yeah, that almost took away about a quarter of our health. So you really don't want to spend much time in there, but we'll try to grab one more real quick. Alright, get out. Alright. Luckily I did bring some med packs. We'll keep following the river here. It's a bit stuttery as everything kind of loads in, but we're going to come to an intersection here where we can go to the right, or we can go over to the left, and we're going to go over here first. Looks like there's a cool Leviathan skeleton over here. Oh wow, it's really stuttery. Sorry about that. Should smooth out shortly. But here we got one of the Leviathan fossils that the precursors were studying. Oh, my frames. Usually there's a crab squid hanging out over here, but I don't see him. So we got one of the precursor caches over here. No crab squid in sight, so we should be safe. So we're going to want to put our purple tablet in, or not our purple, the orange tablet. And then in here, we got some fossil samples where the precursors were trying to find any species that had a resistance to the coronavirus. And over on the table we got another cuttlefish egg. Ooh, and some more ion cubes. Definitely want to make sure to pick up all of these, so we're going to need lots of these in the near future. And a data terminal.
Integrating new PDA data.
So that's pretty much it for this room. So now we're going to hop back in the Gerblin, and we're going to head back and go down the right path. And continue further down the Lost River. Alright, so down the right path, you'll eventually come to a big room, and there is a juvenile ghost leviathan in the area, so you want to be careful.
Terrain scans indicate this biome contains unusually high concentrations of organic and fossilized remains.
Oop. There's the giant leviathan skeleton. But to get through, you just want to hug the wall on your right, and you should be okay. So once you get past the Ghost Leviathan, you just keep going down and down, and stay to the wall on the right, and that will lead you all the way down to the research lab. Alright. Here's some markers indicating the entrance there. And then over here in the middle of the room, we got a big sea dragon skeleton. So from there, gonna head kind of east. There is the disease research facility.
This alien structure appears to have collapsed to the sea floor.
That's not good. So we can drive the Gerblin right in here.
Interior walls in this section are substantially reinforced, indicating the designers were seeking either to keep something out or contain it within. Whatever their intention, it clearly failed. Detecting an alien broadcast, linguistic analysis reads, "Caution, hazardous materials and life forms contained within."
So we're going to need a purple tablet to open this door. Get this data terminal.
Integrating new PDA data.
Specimen research data. So this says they were experimenting on the Leviathan embryos, the larger species, sea dragon. There's an ion cube. And there is the Leviathan egg. Oh, can't scan it. But there's some more fossil samples. Ray specimens. Damage report.
Integrating new PDA data.
So that basically says there's a Leviathan detected in the facility perimeter. That was the sea dragon outside coming back to get its egg, and it rammed itself into the facility, causing it to collapse to the floor, and then releasing the coronavirus into the environment. Another ion cube that we missed. So we're going to hop in the Gerbling and we're going to go a little bit further. Just sneak through there. Oop.
Residual biological evidence suggests indigenous life forms were brought to this location and subjected to intensive study.
Oh, it's the warpers. So the precursors built the warpers as sort of a quarantine enforcement agent. So it's their job to fight back the coronavirus.
Data pertaining to the bacterium is being downloaded. Caution. Detecting atypical fluctuations in blood plasma proteins. A self-scan is strongly advised. Self-scan complete. Bacterial infection has spread to the skin and pulmonary system. Medical report recorded to databank. It is imperative you find a way to neutralize the infection.
Well, that's not good. Oh no. Oh, now I got the spots too. Well, we're definitely going to need to try to find a cure sooner than later. Yeah, this is where they manufactured the warpers. These things are freaky looking. Alright. But we should probably get out of here. Alright, that's pretty much it for the disease research facility. So we're gonna head back now. You do want to be careful around here. There is a warper. Oh, I can hear him. So just gonna try to keep moving. Alright, time to go. Alright, so we are going to want to find some nickel. There's a piece right here. We're going to need that for some prawn suit and cyclops upgrades, so while we're down here, we'll grab one there. Ooh, here's another one over here. They're kind of hard to spot. Oop, here's another one. Alright, awesome. We got a handful of sulfur and nickel that we need for some upgrades. We also went to the disease research facility, got some info from there. So now we're going to head back up to the base and do a little bit of building. So I will see you in just a minute.
Welcome aboard, Captain.
Alright, now that we're back at the base, we're going to drop off all the materials that we gathered. And it looks like we got a radio message, so we'll play that real quick. So that would be the warpers communicating amongst themselves. So that's kind of creepy. Alright, let's see what upgrades we can make for the prawn suit. First thing that we're going to want is a drill arm so that we can farm more materials. And then we're going to want a jump jet upgrade, which will help getting around a lot easier. So we just need the nickel and sulfur for that, and then also a grappling arm, which will help us climb back up out of the deep depths. And a depth module. Awesome. So that should be everything that we need. We'll run over to Roswell and give him the upgrades. Alright. Perfect. Now we should be equipped to go even deeper and farm more materials. Alright, we got a pretty good base here. We're going to need something a little bit more mobile. So I think it's time that we build ourselves a Cyclops and get some of the upgrades going for that. So we're going to hop up here and get that going right away.
Be advised, the Cyclops is designed to be operated by a 3-person crew. Only experienced helmspeople should attempt to pilot this vehicle solo.
Now that's a ship. Awesome. So now that we got this, we'll be able to equip it with everything that we need to go real deep and be able to survive.
Welcome aboard, Captain. All systems online.
Nice. So we got lots of room for storage. Got more room here. Docking bay. But let's go make the upgrades that we need. Gonna want to get the depth module right away. Then the shield generator. And then the Cyclops sonar upgrade. And the fire suppression system, just in case. Awesome. And eventually we'll get the thermal reactor. So we're going to run over to our mod station right away, and we are going to upgrade our depth module to a Mach 2. Awesome. So now we can go equip everything. Alright, so we come here to access our upgrades. Now we can equip all the stuff that we got. We got the efficiency module from the Aurora when we explored that early on. And then we'll equip all the other stuff that we just made. Awesome. Now we got one heck of a Cyclops. But we got a few more things to add. So first thing we're really going to need is a little bit of extra storage. So we'll go in here and we can put an extra locker on the wall here. Just like that. Perfect. And yeah, I think I'm going to add just a couple more. There we go. That should be enough storage. Alright, so we're gonna have to go out and do a little bit of farming. We're gonna need a bunch of titanium. So we're gonna go around and look for a bunch of scrap metal. You can find that around the safe shallows. But a good place to look is around the kelp forests, because stalkers like to play with the scrap metal and they'll pick it up and collect it. So you can sometimes find piles of it around the kelp forests. So we'll try to find some stalkers and hopefully some scrap metal. Kinda hear the reapers roaring in the distance. Oh god. What? No, 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 no. Oh god. Oh jeez. Oh! Get off me. Get away, get away, get away. No, 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 no. Oh god, he's really hurting the Seamoth. No, let go! Alright, gotta go. Jesus Christ. What is he doing that close to the safe shallows? My god. He's not supposed to be there. Alright, back to base. Alright, so now we need to make a crafting station. And we're also going to need some sources of food. So we'll do some planter pots in this room here. There we go. And we'll put a big grow bed in the center of the big room. Great, so now we don't really have to worry about food. We're pretty much set for that. But we're definitely going to need our coffee.
You look like you could use some coffee.
You know it. Alright, we'll put down a little captain's chair here on the in the front. And we'll add a modification station. So once we get the materials, we can upgrade our depth modules. And of course, we can't forget about First Mate Mark. He can come along on our journey. Alright, we got our Cyclops all good to go. Got a nice custom paint job on it. So ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Star Blaster. Alright, awesome. We got our ship pretty much all set up with everything that we need to be self-sufficient and sustaining. We got all the storage and materials that we need, a bunch of food, so we're pretty much ready to go. So I think I'm going to call that an episode here. In our next episode, we're going to be going even deeper, all the way down to the lava zone. So that'll be an exciting adventure. But thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, have a good one.